There's a couple of big tailwinds now, which lead me to think that there's a good chance Bitcoin could be at $1 million per coin, by 2030 or so. And that's
going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, And especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the crypto teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And this is the last day of the year. Guys, 2026 to 2027. And you know I'm going to keep saying it. We're about to go into a wild ride. Buckle up because we're going to have a whole lot of entertainment. And do not, and I mean do not fall for the deception. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. We have stocks pulling back slightly. And we would be pulling back big if it wasn't for the Fed. But we're going to go over that later. And we have Bitcoin over the years. It definitely has been rocky. But last year we finished at 93,000. This year we probably finish at around 87, 88,000. So that volatility that we saw year after year after year is completely out. And now due to all these ETFs, treasuries, real money is coming in. And due to the new digital economy, we're going to have trillions of dollars come on chain. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Tom Lee's Bitmon buys more Ethereum, and then also, of course, staking more. And again, we have real money coming in. Now, we know these treasuries are not going to end well because some of them do have a lot of leverage, some don't. But we know that's a part of the plan. It moves in phases. Crypto is going to be the blame for the legacy market falling. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, if you have the NWO book, and what you should have, if you want to know how the world works, you know all about Warren Buffett on how he came into power. But today is his last day, an end of an era. And he gets to ride off in the sun. And as you see in this picture, he's sitting in the sun on a pile of money. And that sums it up. And all the people that they put in front of us telling us they're billionaires, are the richest people in the world, We know behind the curtain we got families with trillions and trillions of dollars that you'll never see. People who have the real money, you never get to see them. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, they put the puppets in front of you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving back up. We had jobless claims numbers come in, and we know they're always false, because if you were receiving unemployment, your unemployment stops, but you still haven't found a job, you're not even counted. They just completely fall out the system. And we know due to this jobs market, a lot of people are just falling out the system. It's not the amount of jobs that we had before. And of course, during the C word, employees were the ones in control. Now it's the employer. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, right now, we have the dollar up. And don't forget, Japan has now made that move. And that means the dollar's going to get weaker and weaker. And don't forget, Trump has to devalue this dollar in order to devalue the debt, in order to get us on a level playing field. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Then we have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And you know, the crypto teacher tells you first. Now we have Coinbase coming out saying that China gets an advantage because they're paying interest on their stable coin, which is, of course, a CBDC. And the United States is not. We know eventually the United States will have some type of yield on a stable coin. But if I'm handing out universal basic income, I'm not going to give you interest on money that I gave you. You know the government is not going to do that. And you know the crypto teacher told you that a long time ago. It doesn't make sense not to have interest on a stable coin if it's nothing but $1 anyway. They know the machines are coming for these jobs, and they're going to give you money to sit at home. And again, they're not going to pay interest on that money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But if you understand this technology anyway, you're going to be able to find yield. And one of those ways, of course, is staking. And then we have the Fed. We had 2 repo operations today. And that's just let you know we in bad shape. Because remember, these repo operations are for emergencies only. And that's letting you know we're in an emergency. Plus, we have the Fed buying the front end, $40 billion worth. That just lets you know what type of trouble we're in. But we had the repo at $74 billion and the reverse repo at $105 billion. Why is it so high? If you're part of the stock Patreon, you know why. This is unbelievable. It's just all out ridiculous. But of course, they're able to get away with it because why? The people have no clue. They stay asleep. They're worried about things that don't matter. And the Fed is doing whatever they can to hold this thing up until the machines can take over. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we know the Treasury is manipulating that long end because we know no one, and absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build his 4th industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And make sure you watch the video I did last night, because in 2026, that's all you're going to see more and more of these large language models, AI agents, robots constantly pushed in movies, commercials, TV shows, and of course, social media. And this is the time where you definitely should be educating your kids about this technology. And why don't they want these kids online? Because these kids get a whole lot of education offline, especially teenagers. And that's the ones that are most rebellious. When you look at all the leaders, they were either teenagers or in their early 20s, making a difference in the world. And now, all of a sudden, governments want the kids away from social media because you're going to get a whole lot of pushback. And remember, this technology is for the youth. It's for the millennials, Generation Z, and the next generation. And whether you're conscious or not conscious, there's certain things that raise red flags that you're not going to do, especially when you're old like me. But those in their 30s and 40s also would raise flags. Like I said, even if you're not conscious, there's certain things that you're used to doing. When someone says, hey, a machine is going to do it, you're going to push back on it. But we know the damage that social media has done to the youth. They didn't mind that. But what they want to do now is control social media. They want to control free speech. And because I do a lot of research, look up a lot of different videos, with the power of their algorithm, they can make sure you don't see something ever again. There's plenty of videos that I can never find again because the algorithm is going to throw it back to the 10th page. And they want everything digital. If everything is digital, it means they can delete it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. We had the Fed minutes come out, say that the actual members were split, but we know we're not going to have immediate rate cuts. We know inflation is going to come back. We definitely have to see what the Supreme Court is going to do when it comes to these tariffs. And we also got the jobless claims. Again, we know those numbers are not correct. But starting in April, we're definitely going to see layoffs pick up. We know after the holidays, companies already lay off anyway because they only hired you for the holiday. But now, like Scott Besson stated, they're going to turn on these machines the second quarter. And in April, we're going to start seeing layoffs pick up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin spot ETFs down, Ethereum spot ETFs up. And we had Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP spot ETFs saw net inflows yesterday. Also, spot Bitcoin ETFs record 355 million net inflows, ending a 7-day negative streak. And we have spot XRP ETFs have now logged 30 straight days of net inflows. Haven't been big inflows, but it hasn't been a lot of selling. And that's the reason why every day they've been having inflows. Now we have Bitwise files for 11 cryptocurrency ETFs. And yes, you heard that correct. And we still have a whole lot of these spot ETFs that haven't been approved yet. And once they do get approved, we know money is going to flow in, especially those who have staking. Also, we have Grayscale has filed a Form S-1 with the SEC to register the Grayscale Bit Sensor Trust. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have the New York Stock Exchange introduces ETFs linked to Truth Social. And what do I teach you? That's right, follow the money. Because basically you have one, Truth Social American Security and Defense. We have Truth Social American Next Frontiers ETF, Truth Social American Icons ETF, Truth Social American Energy Security ETF, and Truth Social American Red State REITs ETF. And that's all surrounded about a fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Trump Media to distribute new digital tokens to DJT shareholders. The Truth Social parent said it will issue a new digital token on Crypto.com's Kronos blockchain. And Trump Media said shareholders would be eligible to receive one digital token for every whole share of DJT held once the program launches, with additional details expected next year. The token will be issued on Crypto.com's Kronos blockchain and may come with a periodic rewards tied to Trump Media products. And the only thing they're doing is increasing the Trump's brand, and he's the president of the United States. This is unbelievable. The sheep have no clue. But 2026 to 2029, they'll get a wake-up call. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows, when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.